Because again, at the end of the day, how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? And how do you want to feel? How do you want to feel? We know we know what the feeling is right now because of a breakup. It's emotionally devastating, depending on the length and longevity and things of this nature. Some people have been together for 10, 20, 30 years. Married or not, some people have been united. Some people have been united since their adolescent years. You know, some people have literally been with one person since their teenage years. So there's an emotional and historical attachment. And when there's a breakup, because time, many times, the lapse of time, by default changes people, because people grow in their awareness, they grow in their consciousness, and they grow in their ambitions of life. Now, some people don't grow through the lapse of time. Some people stay very stagnant and become very complacent over time. Some people become very complacent and they never move forward. They stay stuck. And then they become stressed or become anxious or become depressed because they haven't created a direction for themselves. Or they have no direction because they're not motivated to do anything that will put them in a position to where they'll have direction. You know, they're not motivated because they have no goal. They have nothing they're striving for. So in any relationship, whether it's domestic, a business relationship, sexual relationship, or a friendship, or family relationships. And I've said this in other videos that all relationships function or are more successful when all parties are in a positive state of harmony. When things are harmonious, all relationships of all dynamics will be more successful when everyone is on the same page. That goes for any relationship. Again, domestic, sexual relationships, business relationships, family relationships between parents and children, or sibling relationships that may have gone awry for various reasons. So there's many levels of relationships and varying dynamics of relationships. There is no right or wrong. It's just a matter of how we can make it better. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You don't have to have a PhD or I mean, this is these are common sense attitudes that must be developed. You don't have to have a bachelor's degree or a master's or a PhD to know that at the end of the day, all of us want to be or feel better. That's it. It's so simplistic. We all want to just feel better. Whether we have certain illnesses, because a breakup of a relationship or divorce, it can literally make some people sick because they are so emotionally invested. So when there's a breakup, many people do emotionally spiral out of control because they're so used to a specific dynamic. When change is in the air, it's scary. Change is scary. After a breakup, it's not you and that person anymore. Or it's on a hiatus for the time being. And for some relationships, that hiatus becomes permanent. And now you are forced to learn who you are, because now there's no codependency. There's no codependency. Now you have to learn who you are. And now you have to face yourself. You have no one else to turn to. The spouse, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, they're not there anymore. So now you have to face you and learn who you are so you can be a better person. So when the next potential relationship is set in front of you, you will respond differently. You will have a different attitude and you will have a different approach. Because again, we're having a teachable moment. If you've had a breakup or any type of spousal separation, now once it becomes finalized and the agreement is that both parties are going to move forward, now is the time that you clearly define all the things that you don't want because you've had the experience. Now you can clearly define what you don't want. And now you can walk the other way. You can turn your back to it now because you've experienced this. And you don't want that anymore. You want something new on the other end. Something new that's going to serve you. Not take you backwards and have you emotionally spiraling out of control. So now's the time for you to learn about you. Define what you don't want. Now you can turn your back to it and toss that to the side. It's behind you now. So moving forward, now you can define what you do want. Write down all the things that you would potentially want in a relationship because you've experienced all these bad things. You've had all the experiences that did not give you a good feeling. Now you can define what you do want and define it in a way to where you feel good. And by universal order, in due time, as long as you keep that focus and hold that vision or focus of what you believe you should have in a relationship, based on you changing yourself and based on you learning from all previous relationships, every last one of them, not just the most recent, all of them, because most relationships are all linked, because many people keep choosing the same type of people. They just have different names, but their characters are totally the same. Their demeanors are totally the same. Their treatment of you is the same. So if you want something different, now you have to define it differently. Because the way it's been defined before, whether you've written it down or whether you've expressed a certain vibration that attracts a certain type of man to you or a certain type of woman to you. If that's not what you're looking for, now you have to redefine. First, refine who you are, and then redefine what you want. And that goes for any and all avenues of life. But since this is specifically geared towards relationships, this is the thinking process that has to occur. And this goes for any and all relationships. So you don't spiral out of control. Life is supposed to be great, even in the process of going through errors or challenges. Life can be great because you learned a lesson. You learned something. And you can take that and use it to your advantage. so you can be better. And then you won't have reoccurrences over and over and over and over again with the same type of people. You can have different people. Once you think differently, different people will come into your experience. This is how it works. I mean, this is literally life's universal operation. There is no going around it. There is no going over it, trying to go under it. No, this is what life's operation is. When you think and feel a certain way, that means your vibration is a certain way. And when your vibration is a certain way, this is what you're going to magnetize towards you. This is it. This is how it works. So, as it's been told to me for 2 decades now, change your thoughts, change your life. It's so simple, it's difficult for most people. Change your thoughts, change your life. Thank you for tuning in to part 2 of the Counsel Clips. If you believe holistic life counsel is right for you, schedule your sessions today by contacting Kennetic-Fit and Wellness at 562-306-8944. Be sure to visit the Kennetic-Fit and Wellness YouTube channel at Kennetic-Fit and Wellness Info, where you can view your favorite videos, including the best of Aim to Purpose, the radio show. Make sure to subscribe, click thumbs up, and remember to leave your comment. Kennetic-Fit and Wellness. Mental attitude first.